Hello everyone. Just bear with me. Just get myself set up. There we go. And good afternoon. Welcome to another stamping or simple stamping Sunday edition. I'm Barry. I am from Matusu Craft here in the UK. And we are just going to be showcasing with you a couple of cards here today, which basically showing you some simple stamping on one of them, and one which is a little bit more elaborate on the second card, because we just want to show you what you can do if you're a brand new beginner, or what you can do if you're a little bit more advanced and you've got some more of the goodies at home, and just little things which you can do with your stamping anyway. So I try to do these videos, if you're new to this, I try to do these videos every Sunday at 7 o'clock in the evening, but we're doing it a little bit earlier than normal this week, due to the fact that we are going over to my parents for dinner tonight. Hi Mum, if you're watching, for dinner. So I'm doing it a little bit earlier this evening, just so I can still keep on top and show and share with you what we've created. So it's good. So look, the new spring summer catalogue has finally gone live for all of our customers. If you're a demonstrator, it's been available for you for a little while already now for you to shop and play. One of the benefits of being a demonstrator with us is that you get to see this and purchase the items a lot earlier than as a general customer. But it's now live, up and running, and I can actually show you the inside of the catalogue now. I've not been able to do this before. So we have got the catalogue right here, and now the stamp set which we're going to be doing today, or playing with again today, and I've used this over the last couple of weeks actually, is the Forever Lovely stamp set. It's just a great stamp set. It's one of those stamp sets which you look at initially, and because obviously it's part of several elements to build up the one picture, it kind of like doesn't quite initially, well, jump out at you on the page maybe, but it's a beautiful set. I've really enjoyed playing with this set actually, and obviously so much so that the last 3 videos we've done have been using the Forever Lovely stamp set. So that's why we're using it. Again, I will show you some other stuff, but I just wanted, it's just been such a versatile stamp set, and what with Valentine's Day coming up as well, obviously in the next couple of, in about 4 weeks time, it's one of those ones, and we all like lovely cards anyway, and it's just, yeah, it's just nice. So it's a great suite as well. It's got some lovely papers, some ribbons, some embellishments down here. Obviously if you're new to this, it comes with the coordinating colour packs as well, which matches the paper. And you can buy the dies as well which go with it, so the Lovely Flowers Edgelit dies and the Forever Lovely stamp set. Buy the 2 together and you save yourself 10%, so that there will be £45 for the 2 together. And what's better, £45 is the threshold for celebration this month as well. So for every £45 you spend, you get to pick a free item out of this catalogue. Now, on one of the projects I'm going to be doing today, we will be using one of the items free of charge in here. And we will be using the ribbons. These ones right here. So we're going to be using we've got 5 ribbons which you get free of charge. And this is them right here. Here's 4 of them. Okay, 4 ribbons, and we've got a nice green ribbon, and they're really nice little ribbons here as well. Look at that. You see that? Probably can't see it. There you go. You can see some of those there. They're the 3 which I've got open. So we're going to be using one of those today on one of the projects which I'm going to be doing. As a little freebie for to show you, and you can get those as well, or anything which is out of this little brochure here, if you spend £45 with us online. So yes, one other thing which I'm just going to quickly mention as well, if you join our team during celebration, there's 2 promotions going on. You shop with us, every £45 you spend, you get to choose a free item. Or you join our team and you've got option 1 where you get to choose £170 worth of product, or €230 worth of product if you're in either France, Germany, Netherlands or Austria, for £99 or €129. Or you've got option 2, which you still get the same. You get £170 worth of product or €230 worth of product, and you get the exclusive tote carry bag, which is absolutely perfect. If you like crafting on the go, or you like to take your crafting with you, it keeps everything. It keeps your trimmer in there, it keeps your punches in there, it's your stamps in there, anything. You can fit so much in there, catalogs, scissors, so much you can fit in there, just so you don't have to take loads and loads and loads in several boxes and bags. It will fit all in one. And that there will be £125 for that one, or €160, and you will then get all of that as well. If you're interested in any of that and you want a little bit more information, just send us an email. We'll quite happily go through that and give you some more details. But yeah, it's, if you want some free stuff, join our team. Get £170 worth of stuff, or €230 for £99. It's a win-win situation for you. So that's that, and there's some gorgeous stuff in here, but I won't bore you too much. Obviously, if you want one of these and you want a catalogue, if you shopped with us anyway, you're going to get a catalogue in the post, or if you come to class, you're going to get a catalogue anyway. And that's it. But yeah, catalogues, gorgeous. This is another set which we really like, but I'm not going to go through that. You can, if you want one, contact us, or you might have one, but we will be doing some more stuff with this anyway. So that's great. Let's crack on with some simple stamping. I'm not sure who's watching. Jay's doing all of the writing and monitoring the comments again for me. We cheat, and he does one whilst I do the other. So hello to everyone who's watching. I think Deb Cooper is watching. Hi Deb, how are you? Haven't watched your video yet, but well done for doing your first one. So that's great. Right then, let's crack on with our first card. Alright, this is really simple. This is probably going to take me about a minute to do. It can't be any simpler than that. So all we need here is, again, the note cards, the 3.5 by 5 note cards and envelopes. And we are going to be using, say, the Forever Lovely stamp set, this one right here. And all I'm going to be using is, I'm going to be using two sentiments. The hearts, and for this particular card, Happy Valentine's Day. And this is the card which I'm going to be making for you. Okay, so let's bring that one up, get the focus in. There we go. And it can't get much simpler. All right, nice and easy. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to lay this out here. All right, open up our ink pad like so. Obviously, I'm just going to go through that a bit slower for you, just in case you're new to this. Okay, just lift it up and then slide it in. Okay, and we will take I put the stamp already has been mounted on the acrylic block here, and I'm just going to ink up. So I'm just going to tap, and I'm just going to ink in the center here first, like so. And I'm going to do that, and then I'll work out from this one here. And I just love these. So they are the new distinctive stamp sets. So it kind of almost looks like you've got your first, second, and third generation inking, which you would do as if you stamp on and off several times. And we come up a little bit closer to the focus. It looks like you've got your first, second, and third generation, but all in one stamp. It's great. I love it. Okay, and then I'm going to. And then I'm just going to go in. I just need to come over a little bit. And basically all I'm doing on this one here is I'm just going over in a line. I've seen a cat just walk under the table, so we might get joined by Tommy in a moment. That's it. I'm sure I've seen a cat. No, I'm imagining things. I've got a fear of Tommy jumping on me. That's it, and that's it. That's pretty much done. And I just need the Memento ink pad here. On this one here, I've used I'd Love You Until the Day After Forever. And then on the inside, I've gone Happy Valentine's Day with the hearts either side. But on this one here, I'm going to go Happy Valentine's Day on the outside here. So I'm just going to bring this a little bit closer. I need to see this a bit more. So I'm going to ink this up here. And we just go down there. And that's it. So I've got myself a nice little card here. Get this focus right. Where's it gone? Come on, focus. There we go. So that's it. So we have got ourselves a nice, very simple Valentine's Day card right there. And the reason I've done it in blue is the fact that, and we do it as well, being two guys, you think it'd be easy for us, but it isn't, is that we all struggle for male cards. Now, you don't always want to give your male partners pink and flowers, but for Valentine's Day as well, you don't always want to give pink and everything like that. So what I've done is I've just changed this set, changed the colour, changed it to blue, and I think instantly it makes it a little bit more manly, or a bit more manly acceptable maybe. So just by changing the colour here, we've got the two styles. Okay, a bit more manly, and that's it. That's all simple stamping needs to be. Just paper, ink, and stamps, and you're done. Okay, so there's a little card right there, nice and simple, ready for your Valentine's Day. Now the second one, which I'm going to, actually what I was going to do is, you've got the envelopes which these come with, the suitable for in the pack, the 3.5 by 5 note cards. You've got the envelopes. So if you just wanted to fancy up your envelope a little bit more, let's just ink up those hearts again, and we just put some hearts down in the corner. Then the name can go right there, and if you wanted to, you could probably do something on the back, but we'll just leave it there with just some hearts on the front there. It'd be nice to send to anybody, wouldn't it? So that's good. Alright, so let's pop that one to one side. I'll show you that one again towards the end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you another card. Now this one's going to be a little bit more elaborate. There's going to be some die cutting on this one as well. So if you're a beginner, this might be a little bit more advanced for you. But that's not a problem. We've all got to start ourselves somewhere. And so I just wanted to show you that you can create some beautiful cards with just the bare minimum materials. If you've got some more stuff, or you want to get some more stuff, this is just showing you some other stuff which you can do with it. So using the same stamp set, Forever Lovely stamp set here, we're also going to be using the Lovely Flowers Edgelit dies right here. Again, all of these are available via our online shop. Links will be down below. Once I get it all sorted up for YouTube as well, we'll put links onto everything for our shop. So going to be using the two. Going to be using the flowers here again. Going to be using a different colour. This time I'm going to be using Blueberry Bushel, which is this one here. So I'm going to be using some balmy blue cardstock. This is an A4 piece of cardstock which has been cut down to 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches to give me a square card base like this. Alright, so not your normal size, and we are going to be using this die here, these little dotty dies, and I've already pre-cut them. We're going to be using the flowers, and we're going to be using stamping and cutting this flower out here, but I've already done these parts here, so I'm going to just show you these little bits right here. That's it. Let me get the other. That's it. Oh, that's the one I'm after. Okay, so let's do some of the die cutting first. Let's get that part out of the way. So I'm going to do this bit here. Let me just give me a second then, whilst I give myself a little bit of room. Okay, alright, so I have got myself a piece of Whisper White cardstock here. This is measuring at 7.5 centimetres by 9 centimetres. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this one in here. Now this is a bit of an odd die, you see, because the edge is here. So you need a piece of cardstock which is going to be bigger than what you actually need. Because you're going to lose you're going to lose two edges. Let me just, you'll see in a moment. All right, so I'm going to position that like so, and you're basically going to lose a little bit down the side here and a little bit at the top here. So this part here is the only bit which you're going to need, and you'll see it'll make more sense once I cut that out. All right, just going to make sure that's square on. All right, and we're just going to run that through. Sorry about the shaking there. Yep, that's cut nicely. Alright, so basically all this one here is doing is that so we've got this here. Basically it's gonna give me an edge. Alright, so all of this is going to disappear just to show me the edge part here. Alright, but whilst I've got this in, I will do these dots down here in this corner, because these dots can be done down on the corner down here. Now I'm using the magnetic base platform here, which is great, but sometimes you guys have got a mind of their own. You need to get it in the right position. And that's that one there. Alright, so we just put that to one side for a second. I need to come back to that in a moment. I'm just going to pick up my trimmer. Alright, so now what I need to do is I need to trim away this edge and this edge here. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my trimmer. I'm going to pretty much line this line up here. Let me come up a little bit more, you can't see me. I'm going to pretty much line this cut line here. Okay, so this cut line here, focus. Got a new camera, but it doesn't seem to want to focus all the time on what I want it to do. Sorry about this. Okay, I think you saw that initially. So I'm going to line it up with the score line, or the cut line. I'm going to bring my trimmer down, and I'm going to trim that part away there. Alright, and I'm going to do the same on this side here. See a bit more. That's it. So I've just taken those two bits away, and that gives me my flower notched out of the card at the top here, and now you can see now I've ended up with a smaller piece here. So I'm just going to bring my big shot back in again, and this is where I'm going to use the other two. Tommy's on the prowl again. I can hear him. Jay's in the other room, and all of a sudden I can hear Jay going, "Tommy!" to try and call him away. He's standing right behind me, but the thing is, though, he's just heard me call his name, so he's going to come up and jump on me. Okay, so I'm going to position that one in place right there. He's been a good boy today. He's just sitting down by the side of me, backwards and forwards. He doesn't know what's going on, but he's been very, very good. So it's going to use this one here, and I'm just going to put these little dots in. That's moved. I can see people are watching. I can see 25 comments. I just can't see the comments, which is a problem. So I haven't quite figured out how to do that at the moment, because I'm using a different program to do all of this. So thank you for watching, whoever is watching. Like I say, Jay's got it all under control. So that there is all the die cutting which I need to do for the time being. Okay, I have obviously got some die cutting for the flowers and the leaves right here, but I've already pre-done those. So, excuse me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, I will stamp the sentiment on this. So if I bring my stamping mat back in again. So remember, if you're using photopolymer, it's quite handy to have this little stamping mat. Just gives you a little bit of cushioning here, so you should give yourself a nice impression, like you would do if you were using the rubber mounted ones, the cling mounts. It's on some rubber. All right, so I'm using the Blueberry Bushel, and I'm going to stamp that roughly about there. So this is wishing you a lovely day. Just hold that down a little bit, and job's done. All right, and then I will stamp it for you, just so you know. This one here again, the flower is distinctive. Now, a quick tip here. Again, I showed you this last week, but I'm going to go. If you ink this up straight away, now the ink pads are quite juicy, especially if it's a brand new ink pad. You do this here. You go on, you watch it to work for me straight away now. You go straight down and you ink up. Okay, that's not too bad actually on this one. These are the new ink pads. Maybe we've used this one quite a bit, which is maybe why it's not so juicy. But it's quite dark. It's not as bad as what some of them are. Some of them are really, really juicy and you don't get this distinctive, you don't quite get the pattern. So what I found is what you should do is, if you have these daubers, you just pick some ink up on your dauber and then use that to transfer the ink over. It distributes the ink out just that little bit more. It's just a little bit softer, I think. And it's not so wet and juicy. So we'll do that, and then if I stamp that up by the side of that, hold that down, you can see the difference. Bring that in. Can you see the difference between the two there? I've got obviously the one with the dauber is just a little bit more. It's just not as it's not as intense. It's quite subtle. You can see all of the flower leaves. So that's the difference. If you go with a brand new juicy ink pad, that's actually quite good for a new ink pad. Some of them will be just completely and utterly, you won't be able to see anything. So as a tip with these, if you've got a distinctive ink pad, oh, excuse me, get yourself a dauber as well. Don't quite fit on the end of my finger. All you ladies out there, these will probably fit on quite nicely, but it fits, but it's a tight squeeze. So have yourself a dauber right there, and that will just be easier for distributing the ink out. You can do other tips and tricks with the daubers as well. Maybe I'll do that as another video for you, on another occasion. So that's that. So then what you would do is you would then die cut this through, but like I say, I've already done that, and I've got that one right here already die cut and stamped. So I'll use those ones for another project at some other time. So again, what I've done is I've decided to do this in blue, and now I have got a pink one, but I've not shown you that. I've not shown you that deliberately because I want to show you the two together at the end. All right. So I'm doing this in blue so it's a little bit more manly out there. So for all you ladies that want to do cards for your boyfriends, husbands, partners, whatever, and you want to give them a blue card, then feel free to copy this. It's fine. So what was it next? So yeah, I now need to stamp this background. Now I showed you in the catalogue here, this suite comes with some beautiful papers. I'm just gonna get ink everywhere. This suite comes with some beautiful papers here, but they're all in pinks, and yeah, it's in your. Well, there is a bit of balmy blue in there somewhere. Can't quite see it, but it's in there somewhere apparently. Crumb Cake, Flirty Flamingo, Lovely Lipstick, Soft Seafoam, and Whisper White. Now, I want more blue. So I've decided to, as much as I love that, it's a really, really nice paper, I've decided to create my own background. So again, using the flowers, using the hearts, fold that over like so, I'm going to create my own background. So I'm going to stamp up, and I'm going to let's start down there, and basically all I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly stamp these hearts all over my background. all over the card base basically. So in a way, I'm creating my own. Paper. This is a fun way of doing it. Create your own paper. The papers which we've got are absolutely gorgeous, but if you haven't got them, then create your own. See, I've got a few gaps around here, but there's another stamp. There is a smaller stamp in here. Actually, it doesn't matter if they're overlapped. So. Let's just do. Okay, I'm just going to swap out for a moment. I'm just going to grab another stamp. Oh, I've got a tickle in my throat. Right, so in the stamp set here, oh, it's just falling out somewhere. Okay, it was there. Oh no, there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. It had fallen off. So I'm just going to swap out. There is a tiny stamp in here which has got hearts as well. So I'm just going to swap that out, and I'm just going to use this smaller one here just to fill up some of these holes. Just so it doesn't look so patchy. Just one more down there. Alright, so you get the gist anyway. So that's that one there. Let me just put this away before I lose those. That's good. Alright, so that's my background. I think I'm done with the blueberry bushel ink for now. I'll grab that. So, and that there is basically just going to sit over the top like that. I need some foam pads. There's one thing I forgot to pick up. Bear with me. Alright, so what I'm going to do is also, we have got these here. Instead of using pink ribbon, I'm going to be using some of the burlap ribbon here. Okay, that's a little bit chunky, and I'm going to be using one of the freebie ribbons from Celebrations. So again, spend £45. You can choose this pack of 5 ribbons. It's great, 5 ribbons free of charge. It's a really good deal. So this green here is lovely. I think it goes nicely with the blue as well. So I'm just going to cut this down to size a little bit. Just a little bit of burlap. So like that, and we will have a little bit of. Now, I'm going to be using the tiniest amount of this ribbon. It's quite ridiculous, really, but it's what it's for. If you've got it, use it. So that's that. I'm going to be using some of this. So I'm just going to position that roughly where I want it. I've got some of this tear and tape here. And I'm just going to roughly, that's where I want it. So behind there is where I'm going to stick that. Okay, and I just need my pokey tool, or my take your pick tool. It's this one, and I'm just going to just peel that one off, and I'm going to use this just to stick that burlap ribbon down like so. Alright, and that will go like that. Right, is this going to work? A little bit here. I'm not sure if this is going to work. On my original card I've done something different, so this has come like a little bit. I'm winging this bit here right now. I want to come off. Come on. It's because I'm doing it on a. I'm struggling. Let's take that one off there for a moment. Okay, maybe we will. A little bit of glue. I know what, a glue dot. Keep forgetting about the glue dots. So, nice glue dot here. And we'll see. This is why you don't go off piece, isn't it? Let's put it down like that. Glue dot down like so. And another one over there. And then that's it. Put that ribbon on like that. Alright, I'll just give that a bit of a trim down. There. So it's just going to give us a little bit of an accent on the side there. Alright, so on this one here I'm going to put some foam pads on the back. Let's just have one in the middle. Alright, so we'll take those off. Like so. That's it, and that's going to go right over like that there. Alright, so just got a little bit of an embellishment and accent on the side. Going to get the flower. That there again is also going to go on to a foam pads. So one of the dimensionals, and then that is going to go. Let's get that so it doesn't obstruct too much of the lettering. That is going to go like that. We've got the pre-cut flowers right here, so a little bit of glue just on the stem right here, and maybe a little bit underneath actually. Alright, so just got a little bit of glue there, and then I'm going to just lift it up a little bit. I'm just going to bring that down. So I've got one there. I'm trying to put it onto the white so it can show up a little bit front and back. Here. Put that on the other side. And that there is it. So that there is a card, a little bit more elaborate. So obviously it's not as simple because there's a lot of different elements to it which you need to do. But yeah, we have got. Oh, just drop the envelope. you've got this one here, and we have got this one with a matching envelope right here. So 2 manly cards, or 2, yeah, in your blues. Just gives you a little bit more, makes it a little bit better there. I'm going to show you a pink one. This is what I did initially. So again, using the pink here, doing exactly so. Oh, I need to put the embellishments on. Using obviously some of the ribbon, which comes with the ribbon pack as well, which you can get as part of this suite. Using obviously different colours here. Same concept, but it's just a slightly different design. And obviously, and I've emphasised on the ribbon, obviously being a bit more girly, a bit more ribbon on that one there, less ribbon for the male card, like this one here. Oh, focus for me. Come on, play ball. There we go. That's it. So just a little bit less ribbon. You really don't like to focus, do you? There we go. So that's that there. And that one right there. So two nice little cards. Let me just, you've got the embellishments here as well. So you've got the heart epoxy droplets embellishments here. So it's just something else which you can add to that. All right. So I'm going to use, obviously one of the good things with this pokey tool is that you can take this little pokey tool out there, turn it round, and you've now got a little spatula. All right. So this is quite handy for if you just pick these up. I've got it, the heart. Oh, it's not going to want to focus on that, is it? No, it's not going to do it. So I'm going to pop one of those hearts down here. And it comes in several sizes, you see. So I'll pop another one down there. And I'm going to go one of the tiny ones. I'll pop a tiny one up there. Alright, let's bring that in and show you a little bit closer on that. There you go, can you see that? It's just like these little, they're just clear, but they just add another little element to your card there as well. So that's it. No embellishments on that. This one's a simple stamps, ink and paper. This one here, a little bit more is needed, so you can go to town on this one. But again, you've got your nice manly card. So instead of your pinks, we've gone mannish. If you can get mannish. There we go. So that's the cards today. Sorry about the mess on the table. That's our cards for today. So yeah. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. I can see there's quite a few comments. That's quite promising. If you want to see anything else, or if you've got any questions, please feel free to drop us a message, ask us any questions, anything you've got, and me and Jay will do our best to help you out or answer as best as we can. So yeah, so I think I've gone through everything. We have got the stamping reward code. I don't know if I mentioned that, which is A76RV7MD. If you shop with us online, make sure you use that code, and you'll get a little extra something from us next month as well as a little thank you card. We'll pop a little something else in the post to you as well, just to say thank you for shopping with us. Celebration is on now until the 31st of March, so I've mentioned that a few times for you. Join our team. If you live in the UK or Europe, so UK, France, Germany, Netherlands or Austria, and you're interested you want to know some more information about signing up, please contact us and let us know. And if you live local to us in Basingstoke, we have a class which is actually fully booked for next Tuesday now, which is great. But if you want to come along to our 22nd of January class over here in Chinham in Basingstoke, it's in the evening. This one, 7 PM until 9 PM. Drop us a message, book your space, and we would love to see you at one of our classes. So that's great. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will look forward to seeing you all, or speaking to you all again very soon. Thanks again. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.